Hey everyone, welcome to Baking with Fox Hollow Kitchen. I'm Todd, and I have a question I need to ask all of you guys here today. Are you guys paying attention? Are you guys ready to rock? That's right, we're making rock cakes here today. And I'm sure many of you have never heard of them before, but they have quite a unique history. They originate from the UK during the times of World War II, when you had to be a little more stricter with your rationing. And they've been mentioned in pop culture a couple times as well. Agatha Christie mentions them in a few of her stories. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, Harry was offered them. And then, for you cinema buffs out there, they were mentioned in The African Queen, with Humphrey Bogart being offered them during tea. So, back to my original question. Are you guys ready to rock? Then, let's go. Okay, first we're going to start off with a cup of flour going into the food processor here. Next we're going to add 1/4 cup of sugar. Then we're going to add 2.5 tablespoons of baking powder. And a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Lastly, get your butter cut up into nice little chunks here. And get that all in there. Get our lid on. And then you're going to want to pulse it enough that you're going to be able to see that it looks like breadcrumbs. So, are you ready? Here we go. Okay, now that we've got our dry ingredients ready to go here, if you want to take a close look, just to kind of give you a rough idea of what they look like really good breadcrumbs. So next we're going to take this out and add it to our big bowl here. Set that aside. And then we are going to add 3/4 cup of raisins, or basically any dry fruit that you really want. The recipe either calls for golden raisins or currants, but I chose golden raisins because, well, I like raisins. So, go put these in here. Make sure to get all of them out of there. Then we're going to just give a quick whisk here. Get all these mixed in. Okay, and for the next part here, you're going to have your 1 egg. You're going to add a tablespoon of milk. Half a teaspoon of cinnamon. And 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And go ahead and whisk this up here. Okay, now that we've got this mixed here, you're going to add this to your mixture here. And then you're just going to mix it until you get a lumpy dough. Doesn't have to be pretty, because remember, we're making rock cakes here, and, well, they're supposed to resemble rocks. So, we'll give this a bit of a whisk here. Okay, since we got this all mixed here, we had to add a little bit of extra milk. Just kind of eyeball it, and your dough should be pretty much looking like this. It should be looking like a lumpy cookie dough. So next, we're going to get them on our cookie sheet here. You want to make them roughly about the size of golf balls. They don't have to be pretty. You just want them looking like rocks, more or less. So, we're going to get these divvied up here. And we'll be back and I'll show you what they're to look like. Okay, so now that we've got our spoonfuls of the dough ready to go here, and our oven is already preheated to 350 degrees, we're going to get ready to put these in the oven, and in about 16 to 18 minutes we're going to have delicious rock cakes. And in about 17 minutes, we're going to have rock cakes. And our rock cakes just went off here. And let's check and see how we did. Alright. Awesome. And you guys can see exactly what I was explaining about. They do kind of look like little rocks here. We're going to let these cool here a few minutes, and then I'm going to try one. Okay, now that our rock cakes have cooled, we're going to go ahead and try one. Break a little piece off here. Pretty good. Kind of reminds you of a scone or a biscuit. And it's something that I think you would probably have with tea early in the morning with a glass of milk. Real light. Pretty good. And I want to thank everybody for joining in here today. And a special shout out to my friend Dave over in the UK for this awesome recipe and giving me advice and tips with this. And before I go, I want to leave you all with a quote from Martin Luther King Jr. Love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into a friend. See everybody soon. And if you enjoyed my video here today, give it a like and make sure to hit the subscribe button for updates on when I post more videos. So, hope to see you soon.